Hey guys, Ryan and Alec here, ground control. Still on X guard and still on the high-low sweep. This is a very high percentage sweep and very easy to do. There's not much that goes into it. You're essentially kicking his hip while pulling his ankle out from underneath of him, which is why I like it so much. But now we've, seen how to hit the sweep from one variation. We've seen how to hit it and then end in an advantageous position. But now let's go ahead and swing for the fences. There's gonna be sometimes in matches that, or fights, not that this, you don't see it as much, but not that it wouldn't work in MMA. There's gonna be sometimes where you're down by so many points that, even a sweep to an advantageous position isn't gonna cover the distance. We need to swing and pull a win out on us. So this is what we're gonna look to go to from here. I'm gonna start in the X guard, and this time I'm gonna have the pledge position once again. Now, depending on how we do this one, pulling, trying to attack, again, not always necessary. If you're strong enough and you can time it right, we can always just go straight down towards the legs. I just prefer to try to use a little bit of their momentum as they're building back up to regain their posture, to time it, and then that way I can execute. A lot of times what this will do is allow you to execute on people that have really good base, or they're stronger, bigger, whatever the case may be. I just feel it's higher percentage when we do the timing a little. So I'm gonna pull down, Alec pulls up, and now I'm sliding down and extending out, bringing him down towards his hip. As I do this, I'm gonna go ahead and use that to also follow myself up to my elbow. My leg that was by his ankle is gonna close distance off again. And I'm not just gonna stop at his knee. I like to go ahead and bring it down maybe midway through his hamstring when we go to do this. Now I'm still on my elbow. I'm gonna push off, and without losing contact with my foot on the thigh side, I'm gonna bring my knee down towards the mat right next to his hip onto the other side, like so. My personal preference with this is posting down towards my elbow, or if you can, posting to the hand. Now, once I'm in this position, I'm gonna look to lift my elbow so that I can really catch his ankle, okay? I'm also gonna reach through and grab my own gi. Now, a lot of times I'll post my head so that I can post my hand, and now I'm gonna stretch and look over the shoulder that I'm attacking as I close my elbow to execute the straight ankle lock. This is a submission, one of those rare leg attacks that are legal on all levels. So even white belts at competitions, as long as the competition allows leg locks for white belts, this is gonna be one that is allowed. So, and legal gi and no gi. We'll go through it one more time. So in our X guard position, give a pull, start manipulating his base as he pulls back up. Gonna go ahead and hit my high-low sweep. Now, I'm gonna come up to my elbow to start. I don't step the leg all the way over when I do this. I wanna control this far hip. So instead, my foot's gonna raise all the way to the hamstring onto the other side. Now, rather than coming linear like we did before, we're still gonna lift our hips, but rather than coming in a straight line, we're gonna arc our hip over top towards the other side. My knee is gonna drop, and I still have a tight pinch onto his hamstring when I do this. Now, I'm gonna adjust so my elbow comes up, and I try to grip onto my own lapel as I'm closing my elbow. As my head posts, I'm gonna switch to my hand, arch my back, and it's not gonna go completely straight, at least not in the way that I like to do it. I'm closing my elbow, and I look over my shoulder that's attacking the leg so that we can get that rotation, really attack the ankle from there. That's an X guard position to the high-low sweep, finishing with a straight ankle lock.